My mother's name Ada Davis.
Okay.
My daddy's name Ruptured Davis. My grandfather, he was a half white man. He was born in Alabama, and that white man had 12 kids by that woman down there.
What was his name?
Albert Davis.
Albert Davis?
Yeah. She said, boy, you don't have to lie to me. I lied to her one. She gave me to go get some milk up there for Miss Horn. And I stopped. They were shooting marbles.
Yeah,
we was out there shooting marbles. And I got the milk when it got there and stopped. Because it's about 6, 7 boys, we shoot for keeps, I like to shoot marbles. That was the thing then, shoot marbles. I'm down there shooting marbles, and one boy said, hey, here comes Miss Ada. Boy, I jumped up. She had that foot. She whooped me all the way from up there at that curve, and we lived right there. She whooped me, and she got me to the house. She said, you know what? If you'd have brought my milk back and come back and asked me if you go up there, I would have let you go. She said, that's why I whoop you. And I decided I don't want to get no more whooping. If whatever she tells me, I'd do it. If she asked me whatever I did, I'd tell her. Tell the truth. And so I didn't get no more whoopings. That was the last whooping I got from my mother. She loved me to be honest. And right today, I don't like to tell no lie. I don't hate to hear people lie, just unnecessary lie. Just lie.
Some lies is necessary.
For your life. Yeah. Both Oklahoma, they had a training school for blacks, when you're bad,
Yeah.
And so, but them bad boys could sure blow the horn. They done learn them how to blow the horn. Yeah. So they come down here, boy, I sure want to blow. They said, well, you have to go to training school. So his old boy named Jim DeCuster, he broke in the cafeteria over there at the school, Miss Haynes. And so I wanted to go to the bowling. And so my friend, boy named Billy Horn, he and his brother had been already up there. They said, man, I don't want to go back. He said, they put that cat, he said, pull the pants down and well, you don't want to go get that no more. He said, they started crying. I said, man, I want to go. Whoa! I said, y'all can sit. And then they called. He said, well, he called my mother. I live right there. So they got my mother. Here she come. And I know, Lord have mercy. And she said, put him wherever you want to put him. Because see, she had a cafe down there. That's where I used to do that day. I learned to dance at that. See, my mother had 4 girls. And she opened up this cafe. And so that the girls could dance in there. Let us dance in the front. We sold hamburgers and whatever she had to sell it now. And we all, in order to keep all of them at the place to dance. So that's where all the young people were supposed to go. But it wasn't long for the old people pushing us out. They got a house full of old people in there. But see, that's what they changed. But that's where we used to, every Wednesday, my mother, they'd fill that nickel all up with money. And every Wednesday they would take the money out. And sometimes through the week, she had to call them in when they weren't supposed to come. But I just want to tell you, I wanted to blow that horn so bad until I wanted to go to training school.
You wanted to go to prison?
Yeah, that's where it was, but I didn't know. But I was going to go and learn how to play that saxophone.
Did you learn?
I didn't go.
Oh.
Don't you steal or kill, don't do none of that stuff. You don't have to do it. She said, I don't have but a little bit. But you work for it. He said, God will bless you. And God has blessed me. Okay. I appreciate it. I had a good mother.
I appreciate that too.
She was good to me. She raised 5 children. They all finished high school right over there. When you got 5 girls, man, you know how bad it is, don't you?
Yes, I do.
But my mother was good to me. Everybody here was taught. See, we had 5 churches here. And but practically everybody went to church, and the ones that didn't go to church had respect for people that went to church, and that's what made it good. Because if I could go like to Okima or Bowling, and I saw my Christian people that I felt like I was at home. I had somebody.
Right. Okay.
And that's what this was good for me. And I knew when you know everybody in this town, because there's 2 or 3 people here, if they saw me anywhere, if I did anything, I know Mama see me. Because they gonna tell her. But I tried to do right. I think that's why I came back here. Because the members was all gone. And every church that we have here in Tulsa, in Clearview, burnt down. Every one of them was tore down. We had a Methodist church, Miami church down, it's been gone. Then the CME church, and they had all the Baptists, and then we had we call this, I named it this, but it wasn't that name. It was the Red Blood Church. The reason why I named that, because we had a lot of the light skinned, that used to be a whole bunch of them now in Clearview. And most all of them went there was half white. And they had white in them, but everybody down here did. Oklahoma was a free state.
Right.
And all the slaves were coming here too,
right.
on that kind. And so that's where a lot of them was here. But the church, well, that's why I stick with this church, because I was raised in that church.
In that church. What's the name of the church?
Church of the Living God.
Oh.
And I believe in what they say, and I read the Bible. What Jesus Christ told us to do is in there. And that's what they teach, what Jesus asked them to do, is to love one another. Don't cheat, don't steal, and don't kill, and to treat everybody the same. In other words, it's just a good living. If you live the way Jesus Christ say live, you are in heaven. He said, say, Our Father, which art in heaven. You pray that in public, but in secret, y'all want you to pray for me and ask me what you want. So we say that, Our Father, in public, because if we don't want nobody to know, what my business. I don't want to tell God to go over there and do something over there. I can do it. I can go in a secret place and we can sit down and talk. But see, that's what it is, and they don't believe in saying long prayers. If they call that when you get up in public, because see, I've been to church, they say, he can show pray, and he be really talking about do this, here, and that, and then that's what you're listening to.
Right.
And so we don't teach to say that in church. You say that privately to Jesus Christ. You talk to God in private. I don't want him to know, everybody to know my business, because we go to church together. They'll get up there and tell me, you say you sick, God knows you're sick. Go and talk to him, tell him, can you get me well, whatever you want to talk about.
That's right.
And so that's what I believe in that. I believe in that church. That's why I go. Yeah, they had a good baseball team here. Some of the guys played with the black league.
Okay.
Whitson Weaver, and Boy Ballard, and all them, they was good baseball players. That's way back there. They used to be a long time ago. Women would go around and make quilts with each other. They crochet and stuff. They go from house to house to do that kind of stuff. But see, back there in the day, when people don't do that anymore, they don't sew. You just throw the clothes away and go buy some more. See, they used to call people's patch.
Pats?
Patches. See, when I grew up,
Patches, yes.
When I grew up, he said, here come old Patchy. He had the patches all over. He just patched the clothes up. They didn't throw nothing away. They reached back and get some more clothes and patch
it up. They didn't throw nothing away.
No.
That's it.
It didn't look good. Nobody didn't criticize those people. Like they do now, you see, they get to make fun of you, see.
They was calling you patches. They was
but see, back in when I grew up, I learned not to, because they could take them patches and make a suit out of it. Be pretty too. Yeah, they take different colors. They could put them, make different. They could They were good seamsters.
Bracelets.
Yeah, they used to have what was that, a rodeo? And had a rodeo here every year.
You still have it?
Well, no, they just cut it off. He died. He got through this COVID thing.
Celebrations? Y'all have celebrations? Or when you were growing up?
Yeah, 19th of June.
Okay. What about 4th of July?
No, we didn't celebrate that.
What about Memorial Day?
The Memorial Day, that was the day everybody took a hoe and went to the graveyard. Took the hoe and cleaned it up. We call that Decoration Day. And I used to pick cotton for 35 cents a hundred.
100 pounds?
Yeah, for 100 pounds. But it take you a day to make 35 cents. And her mother used to take it. She would weigh our cotton and say she'd buy me a doohickey. She said, if you get 200 pounds, I'm gonna buy you a doohickey. I never did get to. I laid home. I think I got one doohickey.
What's a doohickey?
It's an ice cream with chocolate on it.
Oh.
And they had a trunk would put the cotton in this trunk. And they would go to Okinawa to the gin and get a gin. Then she would buy, if you picked, whoever picked the most cotton, she would buy them a doohickey. And so that was what you work. We thought we worked for doohickey, we worked for her. I'll tell you the truth right here.
Tell me the truth right here, right now.
Right now. You know the dough eaters that some of y'all may eat, the nachos? I'm the man.
You the man?
Yeah.
Well, I asked you who the celebrities was.
I perfected that.
Oh, you did? How'd you do that?
Well, they they were already gonna make the stuff, but it wasn't good enough. When I said it's perfected.
That was you.
They could never get it going. So the guy he was from research. They brought everything up here, but they never could get it working right. And I was a maintenance person. I worked in maintenance. And he left, and he told the planning man, he said, let Otis in charge of this. I was just working about an hour. He goes on back to Dallas, Texas, and left me in charge. Yeah. And I was working on this stuff, and it wasn't coming out right. And I know about machinery, and I figured out how to make the machinery they bought wasn't for that. And I did it over. Went in the shop, come back, put pieces in there that I know would work. But so they were sending stuff out there, they was throwing it away. Had about 6 people working on that line. And then I changed the making of stuff. They couldn't get it thin enough. So I got it down, and so the planning manager came back there and he looked, he said, where's everybody at? Because they probably been watching the line. I said, I guess they're in the lunchroom. He went in the lunchroom, he said, what y'all doing out there? He said, ain't nothing coming out. Boy, he come running back out there, he said, he looked at the shop, we started eating. He said, what'd you do? I didn't tell him. I said, Tulsa was the oil capital of the world. We had an airplane coming every hour from Texas to Tulsa. He got on the phone and called the headquarters. That's the headquarters. Boy, here come all them guys. But they had projected. They said we'll sell about $500,000, but through all of the companies, you don't give that out. So up they came back, and they started eating them chips, man. And then they started selling them so fast until they gave me a job. They fly me to all of the companies, every plant we had. They sent me to teach them how to make those Doritos. And that machinery that they bought, they had to remodel it all the way.
To meet your specifications.
That's right. And boy, they just made so much money, but they didn't give old Otis Davis that. They made lots of money.
Oh yeah, they still making lots of money.
Right now on me. And I got the documented letters at the house to prove what I'm saying. I got them at the house. And I said, one day I got a letter I wrote to the headquarters down there about something, and they don't know nothing. So I just got a copy of them and sent them down there to them, but they never sent them back. They just got rich on my thoughts, you know. I had dogs running on every track in the United States. Yeah. Racing dogs, yeah. I raised a bunch of good. That last dog I had was named Memphis Slim. That old Memphis Slim could run. You sent him down there to Alabama on that racetrack, and he was the best dog. He was grade A. I said, the dog was running so good down there. He said, man, they can't nothing beat him. And so she said he got so smart that he'd be out in front. He'd stop and wait on the dog.
Messing up that good time.
Yeah, he got hurt. And so I told the guy to send him back to me. And he retired at the house. I kept him. Old Memphis Slim, boy, he could ride up. I had you had to name your own dogs, you know. I had a bunch of dogs. I used to raise, I think the most I had was 100, I think. And I raised them. See, I sent them off. People would buy them. They're good dogs. You breed the best to the best dogs. So it's because it was out of that dog, they'd buy them a good dog, you know. Because before the war, this little town was all black. But we had a high school, we had gins, we had a brickyard, we had 5 grocery stores. That's how many people were here. And you could hear kids hollering all over town. And so when the war came, well, some of the people left, went to Oklahoma City, which was to get a better job. And then after they went to Oklahoma City, then these kids started going to different places. Some go to Tulsa. Well, then when the job really got good, man, you go to California, work in the shipyard. No? Then everybody went to California. And then some of them went to Chicago and all different places. And so people killed this town when they had welfare. Lots of folks fought the welfare. But when they had welfare here, we had a post office, we had a high school, and a hot car, and a town full of women that could produce babies. And when they got rid of the welfare, we kept this town going. Kept us going. I mean, people would come back from different places to enjoy themselves because there's plenty of people was down here. Well, then when they cut the welfare off, then all of the kids, the women that had kids, you know, they didn't have no husband, you know, most of them. When they left, they carried all the kids with them. Some of them had 4 or 5 kids, you know. Then they wasn't long before they cut the high school out. And then wasn't for long, they cut the school out. And then wasn't nobody here to produce. They got nothing but old people, you know. But this is a time for old people to retire that likes to get away from all the rips and running, you know. But you got to have an income. And if you got an income, it's the best place for an old person. It's quiet, you know, there's nothing going on. So, but if you're a party type of person, you don't come here because there ain't no party going on.
Ain't no party going on. Well, I heard you was quite the partier, that you was
I can do that. Yeah, I can do that too.
Okay.
I used to do that, you know. Yeah, but see, time, God said He changes everything.
I like
I was in the military. What did I do?
Yeah.
Well, we worked. See, you got to understand, military is not fighting. Military is the same thing as you here in civilian that makes everything run. You have to have a truck driver, you have to have a mechanic, electrician. People do work. Somebody unload truck, somebody done this and that. So the Navy, the Army, what they do is they just bring all the people in that they can get to work. So during this, when we all went in, the United States, this is the truth, they didn't want the blacks to do no fight. See what I'm saying? In order to, so they wouldn't have nothing to brag. I guess when the war was over, it'd be like it was, it was desegregated, They put blacks over here and whites over there. That's just the truth. And then when you go into service, they had someone who was waiting on officers, then driving trucks, unloading ammunition. And see, all these ships, loads of ammunition and stuff, but people were in there, they had it with the Navy. I don't know what they did in the Army, but in the Navy, that's what we did. They unloaded the ship and hauled it off. So when we went overseas, same thing. We unload ammunition day and night. And they put it in the ground. You put it, So they're getting ready to invade Japan. They all the islands, they was getting ready, because when they dropped that bomb, we was getting ready to go to Tokyo to invade Japan. We was in danger driving that truck more than a man would be in a foxhole. Because if you in a truckload of ammunition but in Port Chicago in California, the Navy, the guys told them, man, this is too dangerous for us. And so they stopped working. The one that stopped working, they put him in the brig. And it wasn't long before the thing blew up, killed a bunch of folks. And the boys still stayed in the jail. See, that's what they do with us. We was on land unloading them ships. Look at that. In Saipan, Tinian. I've been on a bunch of islands, but we were stationed on Saipan. That's why some of the most beautiful women in the world.
What? Us black women don't want to hear that.
They give me a little button to put on here. I'm going to tell you about that little button they gave me to put on. They said, now, I was in Norman, Oklahoma. And they said, when you go out and look for a job, you put this Ruptured Duck on there. That's what they call it. Ruptured Duck. Put it right there. And then we have notified all the employees when they hire you, how the veterans is coming from overseas. So man, I goes, put on my clothes, put my towel, I like to go presentable. I walked in a place and talked to I walked in and she said, I told her, I'm here to apply for a job. She said, what kind of, she said, well, the women called the plant manager. That's the receptionist. I was talking to the receptionist. She said, I called the manager up. She called him up. He came in there and she said, I told him who I was and everything. And he said, well, I said, I'm looking for a job. He said, we don't have a porter job open now. I said, man, I'm not looking for a porter job. I want to work in the machine shop where I can make some money. He said, we don't have blacks in the machine shop. See, that's the reception we got when we come back here. But before that happened to me, but I was used to eating going to the back door. So when I got discharged and I had this white guy, we were together all the way. I don't know how many days on the ship, boy, I couldn't turn for him. He was all in my face, running, getting me stuff, and I would like to shoot dice. And we had a big dice game up going. That's what they did. I tell the truth.
Tell the truth. Don't lie.
We would shoot dice and I would win a little money. He'd run up there and get me a sandwich and come back, and I couldn't get rid of him. So I thought he was my buddy. And so when we got to Frisco, got off the ship, and got on the ship and got on the train, he said, hey, Otis, he said, I tell you what, he said, you go back there with the blacks and I'm gonna go with the whites. I said, what, you gonna separate them? He said, yeah, we back in the United States now.
What was his name? We need names.
And so I said, well, okay. And so we went on to L.A. We got to L.A. We got a 6-hour layover there. So my hair done got long, you know. My hair was down, you know, down there. And I said,
you had nice hair too, I could tell.
And so he
was
said,
looking good.
well, I'm not a bad looking person. And so he said, if that shave and the hair go around. So I went and cleaned up. And so, cause we was on the east side of L.A. And so go there. You see, black used to wear that ducktails in the hair. They used to call it conch. And so we went in one of those clubs there. So the blacks and Mexicans, they all dancing together and having a good time. And by that time, he wouldn't got him a drink. He was trying to, hey, ask me, where the whites at? I said, man, I don't know where the white folks is. I don't know where it is. He went on over there. And so you know how we dance with the slow dances.
Oh, is that how we do it? Yeah, okay.
And so he said, he looked over and saw that white man, he was a Mexican, danced with this blonde. He went over and grabbed that blonde and she didn't dance with him. She said, where you from, man? Boy, it wasn't long before that Mexican got over and beat him up. And so he come by me, I said, see, if he had to separate, I'd hope he fight. He done tore him up. Yeah, see. And then we went on, got back on the train. So I'm ready to come home now. I done got cleaned up, haircut and everything. Got to Dallas, Texas. The conductor said, everybody going north, get off the train. It's going to Kansas, Oklahoma, that way. So we all got off. I was the oldest black in the bunch. So we all, about 30 of us, got off there. Boy, we get some good old cooking there. We've been overseas 2 years, you know, eating. We're gonna get some good old cooking now. Boy, we running to the restaurant. Got that to everybody going in. When I got there, said, oh, see, you can't come in here. You just come more. I said, but I'll be used to that. It's a black guy that see that hole right there? He was in the kitchen, he saw me, he said, you come on around here. So I went on around to the back to eat. So he said, anything that you want to eat, just order it and it won't cost you a dime.
Where was that at?
In Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they Jim Crow all over you. I thought it was just Oklahoma till I got a chance to, hell, it was that way everywhere I went. I went every state I went in is Jim Crow from us. But they got a different way of doing it, you know, make it smooth. You can come in here, but I ain't, yeah, you know how they do. But I was just telling you how we was treated there. Just comes from overseas. And see, that Tokyo Rose that told us that, well, we already knew. See, you guys don't have any business fighting. See, it's telling them how they treated you in this part of the country, see. Yeah, she was right. See, she was right, what she was saying.